if your mayor said that he would choose to build a pickleball court over a homeless shelter, what would you say? Well, put it up. Here we go. So there's a church that wants to build a homeless shelter. The New Jersey mayor pushes for a pickleball court over the church wanting to do what a church should actually do. The New Jersey mayor wants 10 pickleball courts, to be precise. So the mayor, Daniel T. Rodrick, is moving forward with plans to use eminent domain to seize the Christ Episcopal Church in Toms River, New Jersey, and its 11 acres of land. Keep his picture up. Damn, Daniel. You're going to use eminent domain to seize the church property. Okay. But the church actually is doing the work of the church. This is insanity, sir. The mayor called for the timing a coincidence, but called the timing a coincidence, but opponents have condemned the park plan as a thinly disguised way to block the shelter. So under his plan, the church, which by the way was founded in 1865, would be replaced by these very prestigious pickleball courts, a soccer field, and a playground with a nautical theme. That's according to the engineer's drawing. William Gershon, another rabbi at a neighborhood church, states, quote, this is a rabbi. He's not an Episcopal, okay? Episcopalian, no. Quote, I am outraged. If you do it to them, you can do it to any of us. That's it. Everybody can go home now. That's the biggest, brightest, boldest, and truest statement that can be made about what this mayor is doing to this church, regardless of your religious background or lack thereof. If they can do it to them, they can do it to us, period. There's more. The Affordable Housing Alliance, this is a nonprofit organization that rents office space on the property, requested permission from township zoning officials to build a 17-bed shelter a few months ago. And the efforts come at a time when the Trump administration is making deep cuts, obviously, to safety net programs that actually do help, provides emergency food, housing, et cetera. So with a population of roughly 100,000 people, Tom Rivers is one of New Jersey's largest communities and is within 15 miles of some of the most desirable land, Atlantic Ocean beaches. So as property values have soared, coastal motels that once offered inexpensive lodging and seasonal work, they have been replaced by, in many Jersey Shore towns, by multi-million-dollar homes. This is straining an already limited supply of affordable housing. The number of homeless residents in the region doubled since the pandemic. The mayor, he has other plans. Mr. Rodrick, a Republican, by the way, said the church and its land figured prominently in his vision for opening up access to the river that the township is named for. He would prefer to buy the land. He estimates, I give him about $4 million. But he is prepared to just steal it, seize it, if necessary. He also hopes to take other waterfront parcels and build a tiki bar. And also a jet ski rental hub. You got to have the jet ski rental hub if you got the tiki bar. Okay? Y'all can do Bible study somewhere else. Eminent domain. So the battle is likely to expose the township to a, protracted and costly legal battle. I hope the church fights. Religious institutions typically have no broad federal protections for immunity against eminent domain. This is insanity. This is insanity. First of all, it's ridiculous that we even have this rule. It can be enforced by a local guy who got elected mayor somehow, but is, at heart, a car salesman of bad cars. He's able to convince people. He's able to connect to the right money folks, get development deals done. No heart. He's concerned about property taxes, obviously, the value of appraisals, etc. The reality is this: they already have a homeless population in the city. The homeless shelter doesn't make it a problem, it solves one. So we're going to keep eye on this story. Obviously, this is just the microcosm of a macrocosm of movements happening across the United States, where people who claim to be that of a particular service-oriented faith background engage in behavior like this. Jackson, when the rabbi spoke up and made that statement, if everyone would adopt that ideology, we would have the most functional government on the planet Earth.
Absolutely, especially with all the resources that we have access to in general, especially since all these states are under a federal umbrella, and the reality that blue states often pour money into red states, and we all use each other to help each other out. But when it comes to homeless people, there's only so many approaches you can take. And unfortunately in America, there's the approach of put spikes under bridges and make it so that they have to go to the outskirts of town and just die away from everyone else. Because that's essentially what it is. It's a death sentence. You can't sleep here, you can't be here. And you can understand the sentiment of people who may not want to see homeless people everywhere, but you have to address that maybe with jobs programs or homeless shelters or something constructive that can actually help these people get better. Because a lot of people in homeless positions, of course, you have people who have mental health issues, maybe drug problems, but a lot of people just fell on the hard times. People are a paycheck or two away from not being able to pay their mortgage or their rent or whatever it is. People are always making sacrifices. So don't think that, if someone's homeless, it must be because they were slacking off or because they were just a loser. I've been homeless before. I've never been on the streets for periods of time, but I'm not a loser. I'm about as ambitious as they come. Life is life. Things happen. But this, I don't really see how this boosts his profile, because there's already plenty of pickleball courts in New Jersey. You can drive to them and find them, so this isn't going to give you any points, but it's just, it's pretty callous, and he looks silly.
Yeah, extremely. And this story is just beginning. We'll bring you updates as they develop.